I saw your face, I couldn't find the words I meant to say. Stuck inside myself, broken down in every single way.
Okay, here I am in Barrie, Ontario. This is John McLean with McLean Films. I ran into a nice gentleman today on my travels. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I lost my brother and my sister.
And where you're from originally, Cameron?
With an overdose.
Born in Toronto?
My brother had a
Toronto,
heart attack on the same
Canada.
day.
Okay, nice, nice.
When I first started
Like
doing
addiction
crystal
was.
meth, I was actually
My
22
with
years
addiction
old.
would be
And, my
crystal
dad
meth.
gave it to me, and I used to smoke crack.
You used to smoke crack, not no more?
No more, no.
Just crystal meth?
Yes.
Okay. And what was the gateway drug to crystal meth?
The gateway to it?
Yeah.
Well, I lost my mom years ago, and I
Oh, I'm
recently
sorry to
just
hear
lost my brother and my sister. My sister died with an overdose, and my brother had a heart attack on the same day. And I went to jail, and I got out, and I lost my place and a job, and so I started getting into drugs and started doing crystal meth. When I first started doing crystal meth, I was actually 22 years old, and my dad gave it to me. So,
Your dad gave it to you?
yeah, my dad did, yeah,
Okay.
when I was 22.
Why, was your dad a crystal meth user as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. When I was young, he used to smoke crack too.
Your dad did?
Yeah.
Okay. How long ago was it your mom passed away?
I was 14 years old. I was in open custody jail. I was in for an extortion.
How old are you now?
29.
29. Okay, so that was quite some time ago.
Yeah, my brother and my sister was just like over a year ago. So that was pretty recent. He was my only blood brother I had. He was like, you know, my brother, best friend, my dad. You know, my dad wasn't really there for me that much, right? Like my dad told me to sell drugs or to steal from stores or things like that. And my brother taught me different life, right? How to get a job, how to provide for yourself like that. So
So they're teaching you how to be a thug.
pretty much, yeah. Yeah. I used to sell drugs with him a lot too and stuff. So
Oh, you used to sell drugs?
yeah.
Like in Toronto, you mean?
No, this was like in Guelph. I lived in Toronto until I was 5.
Oh, okay. Then you
And my
moved to Guelph.
mom took me to New Brunswick, and I lived there for 2 years.
Okay.
And then I went to Aurelia, and then that's when my mom died. It was when I was in Aurelia.
Yeah.
So then after that, I went to Guelph, and I went to jail again. I did 18 months. I got out, and I went back with my brother. And then when I was like 19, 20, 21, and then 22, I moved out. I went with my dad. Yeah, he introduced me into crystal meth, and I've been doing it kind of like off and on here and there. I recently just relapsed because I just got out of jail and I didn't have a place, and so I had all the spare time in life, and I kind of got into that, followed in. So basically after that, and plus like, you know, losing my brother, I just can't get that out of my head. It's like, it's
Yeah.
just there. You know what I mean?
That could
Like
be
I
rough,
used to
you know?
burn myself to get rid of the pain,
Absolutely.
things like that. I have major
Absolutely.
anxiety issues now. I have very bad depression. I'm supposed to be on medication, but I refuse medication. I probably should take it because my hands are like clammy as fuck right now.
Do you have a doctor?
No, I don't.
You can
No.
always go to a walk-in clinic.
Yeah, I know. I had a prescription when I got out of jail, but I lost it when I got out.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So, oh, I see what you're saying. They'll think you're duplicating it.
Yeah.
Ah, right. So, let's just go back a few steps, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Your relationship with your mom growing up, how was that? If you don't mind me asking. Like, my mom passed away too, so I know.
What
it's
was that
sensitive.
like? I mean, my mom was an alcoholic and she drank every day. But she was a very good mom. You know, she would clean the house, cook dinner, do laundry, things like that. But, you know, she really let herself go. You know, she would drink and piss and sit in it, and she would go, "Oh, you pissed yourself again." And she wouldn't care. And there was times I'd go and house would be flipped, things would be smashed, and like, it was pretty crazy. I barely went to public school, so it's a hard life for me.
So how was Christmases? Like your Christmas?
They were
With
okay.
with your
I mean,
mom, right?
it was like, I don't know. I mean, they were okay. Like, they were good. My only good Christmas I ever had is when I was in New Brunswick, and I was probably 6 or 7.
Okay. Okay.
And ever since then, I would hardly ever get gifts in my life, even for my
No,
birthday.
I feel you on that one.
Yeah,
We're on
yeah.
the same
She would
boat.
never be able to have money because all the money she'd have would go on food, and then she would just want to drink. She would drink a 2 for a day or more.
So she was just a drinker.
Yeah, she died from drinking. My brother came by when I was in jail, and I guess she got into a fight with my sister, and my sister told her, "I hope you die, and I hope you rot in hell," and called her a cunt, and hung up the phone. And that same night she died, my brother went there and gave her a shot of whiskey and said, "Here, this will make you feel better." And she drank it, and she rested her head on the table, and she was dead. So
Wow.
basically, like, she was dead when my brother was there, but he didn't know. Like, he was, like, obviously thinking she was sleeping on the table.
Absolutely.
So her boyfriend she had at the time was at work, and she came back, and he went to go wake her up, and she wouldn't wake up. Her fingernails were purple and stuff. Yeah. Same thing with my brother. My brother had a heart attack too. He died on his living room couch,
Wow.
and he had his own company. He had 2 beautiful kids, wife, nice house. He didn't smoke, like, he did cocaine here occasionally, he drank, but I think it was because, like, my mom suffered from high blood pressure, and so did my brother. So that's
Okay.
understandable. My
Alcohol is
sister,
like
she
that.
was a bad drug addict. She started doing drugs when she was 18. She would smoke crack, and then
Your mom.
eventually, within the years, she got into heroin and fentanyl, and she overdosed from fentanyl.
Okay.
She was banging it.
That was who?
She was shooting it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, she was shooting it.
Wow. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. That's very tragic, right?
Yeah, it is. It's crazy. It was on the same day. Like, I got a call from my brother's girlfriend, and she was crying, and she just kept saying, "Sorry, sorry, sorry." And I'm like, "What are you sorry about?" And then she told me my brother died, and I, like, froze, and I dropped the phone, and my hand started shaking. And then my dad hung up the phone, and there was another call, and it was the Guelph police, and they were saying that my sister died from an overdose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, right? When something like that happens, everyone always feels guilty. You always think, well, I could have done something. But addiction is strong. That's why I'm doing these documentaries, to bring awareness to people that don't know. To me, I feel like they think that you're just born there.
Yeah.
You're born adults. You're just born addicts over there. You know what I'm saying? But that's
Yeah.
not the case. There's always a story behind it.
Yes,
to
there is.
What
Yeah.
happened, right? Like that's my projective, the steps. Like, how did you start? Why did you start? And the addiction gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Then the next thing you know, you're losing everything, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just weird how it happened. Like, I didn't really do drugs when I was working and I had my room. Like, as soon as I went to jail, I lost my room, and, like, I still have my job, but I'm still, like, I'm too ashamed to go back to work because to what I became again
Well,
and to who I am, right?
no, I understand what you're saying completely.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, if you already know them,
Yeah,
they'd
and
probably be
they
proud
didn't
of
know
you.
me as like that, right? They never met that side of me ever. So I was that guy that would go to work and full of weight, healthy.
Yeah.
So
Well, you still look like you're in good shape, Like, the addiction
Ah.
hasn't really grabbed a hold of you
I mean,
completely.
it looks like I maybe lost about 20 pounds.
Yeah.
I used to be 170,
Oh, and how much are you now?
probably like 150.
150. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So just to get off the topic for a quick second, just to give you ease, right?
I'm sorry?
Just to get off the topic for a second, just to
Yeah.
give you a little bit of ease,
Okay.
some humor.
Okay.
Okay, what if you had superpowers? If you could fly or be invisible, which one would you want to be and why?
Fly or invisible?
Yeah,
I'd probably want to be invisible.
why?
So I would be able to stop people from doing what they're doing, as in like what I'm doing,
Okay,
to
okay.
take it away from them. And they
I see
can't
what you're
see
saying.
me from doing that because,
You'd be invisible. You just grab the drugs and throw it away.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, that's a very good one. I haven't heard that yet. That's a good one.
yeah, yeah.
That's the best. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And your favorite color?
My favorite color?
Yeah.
It's lime green.
Lime green.
Yeah,
Oh, they like the lime and the coconut.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. How long have you been in Barrie?
I would say about 8 months, 9 months now. I've been here before, like off and on, but before all that, I was with my dad and I was working with him for a little bit. And my brother passed away around then, so I didn't bother coming back. I didn't
Okay.
really feel comfortable doing that. And then my dad met this girl and he started doing crack again, and I got into smoking crack. And
So it's better just to get away from that.
so I came here, and knowing that I still had my job and I could easily get out of that, right? So I left and I got back to work, and then I went to jail for public mischief. I broke my dad's sliding door window and stuff like that. So,
Oh.
and then
you
once I
get
got
that
out,
done for a
then I lost my room because
Okay.
I went to jail.
So your current living situation right now is homeless.
Yeah, I've been homeless for almost 2 weeks now.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
Well, this program's in Barrie, like the Busby Center
I know.
and stuff like that, right? Are they any helpful to you?
I went to the Hope Church today, and they told me that I could go to a shelter there where you have your own room and
Yep.
things like that. And anyways,
What's that?
so after that, they told me that, and then they said, there's places you can go for addictions, and it's like a group thing. You should join it. And I was like, it's gonna give
I
me
heard-
time to think about it. So
I heard, I'm not too sure about the one here in Barrie, but I heard there's one in London, London, Ontario.
yeah,
It's free. And it's free, right? So I think they charge you for it, right? So,
I'm not sure if they do or not.
no,
I don't
they
know.
do.
Yeah.
the one in London, it's completely free, I heard, but I guess transportation would be an issue, right?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, I wish the best of luck to you.
Yeah, me too. I wish the best of luck for myself. I hope things get better. I know they always do. I know there's an other side to the tunnel. It just takes time.
Oh, everything just takes time,
For
you just got to
my-
keep your head up, keep your spirits up.
Yeah.
Don't give up on yourself. That's the
No,
main thing. Don't
it's-
ever give up on yourself.
No, I know, and it's hard. It's hard right now because, like, I feel like I've let a lot of people down in my life. Like if I wasn't in jail, I probably could have saved my mom. If
Well,
I didn't go to my dad's, I probably could have saved my brother because, like, there's two people that lived in the house and they didn't hear him when he had the heart attack.
I understand what you're saying, but you know what? Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up like that.
Yeah,
Because maybe there was nothing you could do at all.
yeah.
You know what I mean?